about to leave. Already packing. Come with me.
Here's the thermal pool.
I'm not really asking.
That's how you do it, Jess. You get right in.
We don't know. About to see the world in action. What we can be. Life with no distractions. We'll get away.
G'day guys, welcome to the channel. If you're regular, welcome back. If you're a new person, welcome along. My name's Michael, this is Immersion Fiji, and I usually do ocean adventure type videos where I'm sort of out in the boat or the kayak or you know, fishing, snorkeling, a bit of spearfishing, whatever it is. But this video is a little bit different. I've got the outlaws with me at the moment, hanging out in the back here. And today's a little bit too windy to go out on the ocean, so what we're doing is I'm taking these guys to a few, they're not really secret, but they're lesser known things that you can do here in Savusavu. So if you're in Savusavu and you're looking for things to do, or if you're in Fiji and you're looking for things to do, come up to Savusavu. There's so many awesome little things that we can go and do and experience that you're not going to find really anywhere else. So our first spot we're going to is what my wife, Rebecca, and the girls, we call this the healing ponds because of some of the stories we've heard about this little thermal healing pond. It's got like mineral sand or mud or something that where some freaky stuff goes down. So we're going to drive there now. It's probably, I don't know, 20 minutes from where we are. Put the cameras back on and we'll see you there. Okay, so here's the first little spot. It is a thermal pool, and obviously we have a fair bit of volcanic action and stuff around on this island, and it's only shallow, but there's these, it's like a muddy bottom, and there's these vents or shafts, whatever, where this hot water just comes bubbling out of there. Now, it's not so hot like the springs that we have in town where you can cook your food in there. You can actually get in here and bathe in here, and so I've got a fair few injuries from just doing stupid stuff throughout my life, and this place just soothes the aches and pains. I've had 2 surgeries, full reconstruction, everything on my left ankle, and I can find one of those vents and put my foot down the vent, and the longer I can bear it, the better, but I'll be pain-free and have more range of movement and everything for like 60 to 90 days after doing like 10 minutes in here. I've also heard some other crazy stories, and if you're a local and you're watching this and you know of some of them, let us know in the comments, because one of the stories I heard was a gentleman, actually met him here. He's in his 50s and he had gone to Australia to play rugby, had a pretty good career over there, and he actually ended up having a stroke and was bad, you know, in a wheelchair and couldn't walk, couldn't talk, those sort of struggles after the stroke. And his family were bringing him down here and plonking him in here for 8 hours a day, every day. And yeah, he ended up, you know, making a full recovery. And we have a local...
True story.
True story, yeah?
Yeah.
What was your name?
Ioane.
Michael.
Oh,
Bulawanaka. So who was the guy that had the stroke?
He's right from on the other side of the... from Naui, next to Taviuni.
Oh, is he way down there?
Yeah,
And they brought him here every day
every day.
and sat him here 8 hours, and they would set him up with water bottles and just feed him water. Yeah.
Yeah, he was on crunches by that time. He could hardly walk.
Crazy. So true stories. This place is magic, and rugby players, they all come in here and they recover and they heal. So I got the crew over here, and he's brand new. He hasn't got any problems. Few more miles on this one. Few more miles on this one. A couple of injuries. Jess has got a couple of injuries, and Christina is all good. And Ella's just being cheeky. I wonder if the pond gets rid of the cheekiness. So we're all fired up to get in here and get some healing done. So what we do is when we're in here, we walk around with our feet in the mud, and you find the little soft spot where it's all sort of bubbling up.
My foot's actually quite hot.
Yeah, well here it gets to a point where you can almost not bear it.
Yeah, I've got my sore ankle in...
Can you feel it pumping up, the water up?
Yeah,
Yep.
Yes, I can too, and it's very hot.
You can see it on the surface. Coming up.
Yeah.
And that's not gas.
Well, the jury might. Yeah. All right, time to move to the next spot. All right. Caroline's waiting for me to move the camera before she gets out, so I'm going to get out on the other side.
I'm thinking.
There you go. Now just go like this. Whoop.
Easier said than done.
There you go. Perfect. There you go. Quick. You broke the log.
Renovations to the pool. Now get the breadcrumbs out.
So we've got Nana out finally. We're going to dry off, get in the cruiser, get to the next spot. See you there. So here's another little spot, which is literally just on the side of the road, where you can have a natural little shower. Like, look, here's the highway. Whoop. Walk up around here, stand up here, and have an awesome little roadside shower. Check that out. Cold, Jess? You should see your ass, dude. That's how you do it, Jess. You get right in. So it's not a big thing, but I think it's pretty awesome that we've got just this natural little shower on the way through. So I obviously live in Savusavu, which is this way down the road. And there's a bigger town called Lambasa, which is that way down the road. So when we're going from Lambasa to Savusavu, Savusavu to Lambasa, yeah, we can stop here. It's a hot day. Not so much when I'm in this car, because this car's like pretty luxurious compared to our Ranger. It's a hot bucket of crap. So yeah, coming down here, just stop on the side of the road, jump in there, quick refresh if it's like wet season when it's hot and sticky. Awesome little spot. All right, let's get to the next one. Okay, so this next place is probably my favorite for one reason. I'm a bit of a water snob, and this is the best water I've ever had in my life. Comes out of a spring out the side of the mountain. Someone's jammed a pipe in there so we can get the water out and then, yeah, fill up our drinking bottles. Yeah, so if you're a water snob like me and you come to Savusavu, make sure you, just about everybody, every taxi driver, everyone knows about this. So make sure you get to this spring and try this water. It's phenomenal. It tastes like the best drink you've ever had. Like whatever your favorite drink is, I can almost guarantee you once you've had this, this will be it. It's not, it doesn't taste like water. It tastes like the universe. It tastes phenomenal. It's wicked. The best water. I've taken so many people here over the years, and everybody that I've ever taken here says it's the best water that they've ever had. And crazy, same deal, like it's right next to the freaking highway here. Cars going past everywhere, and some of the best water in the world. Now, something that I've heard here, and again, if you're a local, let me know in the comments whether this is true or not. But I heard a pretty well-known like bottled water company bought the land here in this spring because of the quality of the water. Obviously wanted to bottle it and sell it. And once they bought the water, or once they bought the land or the rights, whatever it is, the water stopped. And like water's been going for hundreds, if not thousands of years. And as soon as someone tried to make some money off of it, the water stopped. And so they gave the land back, and then when they gave the land back, the water started again. So let me know if you know if that story is true or not, because that sort of stuff blows my mind. I love that stuff. And the other thing that I love here is this tree. Check out this tree, man. This reminds me of Avatar, where like they go up to the things and like connect to them, like the tree of life or whatever it is in the movie Avatar. Such a cool tree. So yeah, there's three little things that I don't know whether they're well known or not, but most people that I speak to don't really know too much about them. This one, not so much. A lot of people know about this spring. But yeah, that shower and the hot spring, phenomenal. Now the next one that we're going to, I'm going to pick up the other guys and take you guys there as well. So we've got the rest of the crew now, and we've got them at an awesome little spot where we love to come to cool off, especially actually in the wet season. Like in the wet season, you can't go in the ocean to cool off because the ocean's like 31 degrees. So we come here. Whoa! Whoa! Your turn, Telly. You got fresh cold water gushing down the river here, and then over in the corner here there's another little hot spring. So you'll see she's got the pipe here. She's going to put that in the hot spring, and then it makes like this awesome hot water shower in the cold water. Awesome. So that's just fresh hot water pumping out of the ground. When you come from Australia, where it's basically all desert pretty much from where I used to live, you've got like a little bit of greenery on the coast and then the desert. And it's hot, it's dry, where most of the time on water restrictions, there's droughts happening all the time. And then to come to a place like this that's just green, and you get something like that just pumps like gigs of water, like constantly, just non-stop running. It blows my mind. It's like, I come from a place where you can't leave a dripping tap, and yeah, to have water just gushing out like that, it's just freaky. Okay, so the last little place I wanted to take you guys was here. So this is the Savusavu hot springs. This is the hot springs directly behind town. And what's awesome is they've just actually renovated all this stuff, put these little bures here, and then built these stone areas that go around the hot spring. Check this out. So some seriously hot water here. This is like completely boiling straight out of the ground. I think it's got some stats over here. Let's have a look. So temperature is 99 degrees Celsius, 10 centimeters high, a litre a second, pH 7.7. So 1 litre a second of pure boiling water. Then we got another one over in the corner here. Pull up. So this is the one that's a little bit more full on than the others. So yeah, 2 springs in this little hole here. One's like 2.7 litres a second. The other one is 1.5 litres a second. So a fair bit of water coming out of there. Again, boiling, like 100 degrees pretty much. And heaps of the local guys actually come down here and cook their food in the hot spring, which is, I find that fascinating. Like such a cool thing when you can have like a natural sort of boiling oven, or a natural boiling pot, I guess, or a steam oven. Yeah, so these sacks that you see here, people will put like their dallo or their cassava in those sacks, breadfruit even, and then yeah, chuck the sack onto the boiling water, leave it there for a few minutes, and then get a stick and move it off, and yeah, a free cooked meal. Talk about renewable energy. So when the early Europeans arrived here in Vanuatu, the local guys told them that those hot springs have been going for as long as they can remember. So yeah, just pretty astounding stuff. So this is obviously a little bit of a different video than what I usually would do, so I hope you guys found it interesting. If you need your fishing fix or spear fishing fix, click onto this video up here. This was a sick weekend away, or a few days away fishing. remote can smash me some massive fish. If you click the video down here, that's going to take you through to the last spearfishing trip that I did with an awesome bunch of blokes where, again, we smashed some pretty good fish. So enjoy, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.